God. I am not a technician. I'm a guy that can point the camera and talk. With apologies, we missed the first 10 minutes of the first period. All I could say is sorry and catch you up here. We have 3 minutes to go in the first period. Nice save by Roach. Rebound out. We already have 3 goals in. Unfortunately, 2 of those for the Capilano, Coho in white. 1 for the Serpents. I'm just going to be honest with you. I was saying this when I thought it was streaming earlier. We're looking at a different team than we were this afternoon. The body language is a little down. The players seem a little less energetic to start. It's been a long day. It was a travel day for a lot of people yesterday or today. Maybe some kids might have spent too much time at the pool. It was 25 degrees and very sunny here today, so that might have drained kids. Not real sure, but to start this game, it did look like the Serpents we saw this morning. The body language has been low. The hustle wasn't there. The Coho got off to a early start. They got a goal 3 minutes in. They got another one halfway through the first, I believe it was. And then the Serpents, 2013 Serpents, responded. Not to tell too many tales at his school. This is obviously the only place that, the best place I could film. The coach got on the players to show some life. I think they responded to that. Puck on the back of the net caused my heart to palpitate, but I couldn't figure out how that possibly ended up in the net. It had not. A lot of pressure down at this end to start. Much like the last game, actually, they sort of have been counter-punching, creating opportunities, but then the play back down in this end. And the second goal they scored was a shot from in there. The initial save was made. Player picked up the puck, carried it around, and tucked in the wraparound attempt. You see it's a shooting gallery out there for now. And again, wraparound attempt. That time didn't work. There we go, and this might actually be an opportunity here. I believe that's Shady Gower coming in. Shot blocked off his stick to side of the net. Nice to point the camera this way. We approach 1 minute, or we're just past 1 minute to play. Final minute of the first period. See the defense backing off here. It just looks like a different team than this morning. I'd like to get to the intermission. 2-1 would make me happy. Let the coach have a talk with him. All right, Ford's coming off. Get some fresh legs out for the last 31 seconds of this period. Oh, goodness. 10 seconds, enough time for one rush. Cooper King's the guy to do it. He's got the speed to get down there. He's going to time if this goes. And it does. And it does. Just like that. It's 2-2. Cooper King on the chip and chase up the boards off his backhand in his own end all the way down. He said, I don't need 10 seconds. I'll take 7.6. And after a sluggish start where they didn't look like themselves, since I started recording, they did mark it. That's the good luck charm. We're back to 2-2 with 2.4 seconds to go in the first period. Again, apologies, we didn't get this going on time, but you know what? You missed the ugly part and you caught some of the beauty part. Okay, I'm not going to film this over here as the coach addresses the players. So what I'll do is I'll come over here where he's off audio. Respect the team's privacy, although it's a cool scene back there, isn't it? Okay, so to fill the space here, we only have a minute for the intermission. I can't remember what I explained on camera before the stream started and after, so I will point out a few things, a reminder. I have clarity on this 2013 division. Okay, so this is the AA division. At this tournament, there's a AA and A, so this is the highest level at this tournament. There are other 2013 teams here. If you're following online or anything, those A teams do not cross over to us. It's not a matter of just A and AA. AA is higher than A, so it's separate. So there's 6 teams in AA. We're going to play 4 round robin games. At the end of that, there'll be first to 6. Thank you, Jono. Thank you, Jono. That also confirms that it's working. Big thumbs up. At the end of the round robin, first place team will play the fourth place team in a semifinal game. The other semifinal game will be 2 versus 3, and those 2 winners will play a championship. 5 versus 6 will be a consolation game on Sunday. These guys don't know the difference. You see in an exhibition game, they go all out, but nobody wants to play in that game. Once the game gets going, they would play just as hard, I'm sure, but nobody wants to be in that consolation game. So of course the goal is to be top 4. Starting 0-1, we're obviously in a bit of a hole, but the way we played today, and let's move to that, some clarity was shared after the game that team we played against was composed mostly of Ridge Meadow Tier 1 players. Tier 1 means the highest level, Ridge Meadows means Vancouver, so the highest level hockey in Vancouver is a very high level indeed. So for our boys to hang with them right up to 7 minutes left in the game, could have gone either way. You played those last 7 minutes again, it could have gone either way. Says a lot about these boys and how they played today. There were a lot of comments from the Ridge Meadow parents overheard by our parents about why isn't what my son did all season to score work today? Who are these guys? Where did they come from? Some real complimentary statements made. I'm not sure how much it showed up on the screen, but live. As much as I got excited and was quite effusive, I don't know that I painted the full picture of just how well these guys played. So a real good result to come out. If you're going to lose, that's how you want to lose, because it bodes well for the rest of the tournament. I was a little worried the way they came out here to start. They were a little slow. I saw Coach squeeze some life into them, and that seemed to work. And after being down 2-0 early, we're back to 2-2 after 1. Boy, they got some shooters, eh? Don't leave that number 3 that time and space. His shot's too hard. You can see for yourself here. Roach was out to challenge, put him in the crest and fell, which is the last piece of news. I hesitate to share this because it's not happy news, but Vincent Stamp Davis, the other goalie, hurt himself. My understanding is he chipped 2 teeth hitting them on the pool, or on the side of the pool. So he's had an emergency dental surgery. That's all I know at this point. I'll update tomorrow if I get an update. Obviously, we hope he's okay. 0-0! So you might think because of how Roach played this morning, it was coach's decision. But it was not. I think the intention was to go with Stamp Davis. If I'm repeating myself, that's fine, because I'm happy to say twice, if you happen to be watching this, buddy, we hope you're feeling good. Wish you were here with us. You never want to play as a goalie partner because of injury. If you are forced in when you're not supposed to be, you're hoping it's an equipment issue. Yeah, get well soon. Obviously, your health is more important than 1 or 2 games. And the whole team's hoping you're okay. And parents are concerned and looking forward to hopefully some good news. Okay, so back to live action here. Serpents in the offensive zone. Perry picks up the puck behind the net, throws it into the slot, but unable to be taken cleanly there off a backhand, so bounces out. Potvin grabs it, throws it back in. Right on goal, never a bad idea. Save made. Potvin holds the line. There's 3 players back behind him, so that was promising, but comes back the other way. Going back and forth in the neutral zone. I am noticing the smallest difference from this morning. There just doesn't seem to be the 6th gear they had this morning, so let's see if they can grab that back. Harder on pucks. Not sure if it shows up or not. There's just a slight difference in body language, so lots of time left in this game. Done some good things, to be sure. Long shot, blocker to side. Rebound off the left pad of the goalie. Puck still loose, dug out by the Coho player. But gathered up by The Serpents, I believe that's Brooks coming in. It is indeed. He's hooked up. Ref had a good shot of that. When I saw the play, I wondered whether he saw it or not whether it'd be a penalty or not. You can see Brooks wondering if it's going to be a penalty shot or not. He's advocating for it. The referee agreed with it. He had a moment to think about it. So how exciting is this? One of the most offensively gifted players I know, taking a penalty shot down by 1. Oliver Brooks. Lined up the shot he wanted. I think he had it. I think it was well spotted. Outweighted the goalie. It was sort of top left where he was looking, but the shot kind of slid off his stick. And in a regular game like this, it's not continued play, as it is in sorties or ID camps, or 3v3s, so it's a face-off. Even strength as we go forward here. If you're not familiar with the rule, I should explain. If it's deemed that you had a clear and unobstructed breakaway, when you're hooked, you get a penalty shot. And penalty shots succeed at about a 33% rate. If it's deemed that it wasn't a clear and unobstructed breakaway, it's a 2-minute penalty, and they succeed at a 20% rate. So you have a 1 in 3 on a penalty shot on average. I'd say higher with a player like Brooks. And you have a 1 in 5 on a power play, so obviously the penalty shot is preferable. But just one quick play, and it didn't go, and we're back to 5-on-5. 9:39 to go in the second, 3-2 for the Coho. Shots in the first were 17 for Coquitlam, 4 for the Serpents. 17-4 shots on goal in the first period. That's not including the second. Thank you to Jono in the truck for those stats. Oh boy, that was nice. Cooper drawing in a bunch of white jerseys down low, leaving the left D point open. Passes it back there. Nice shot taken. Puck loose on the right boards. Well spotted by Potvin, who jumps up on it. He's caught behind the play, but I don't know if that guy's ever caught behind the play, because it took him about 1 second and 3 thunderous strides to catch up to the play. I don't know if the audio picked that up, but as he came by us, I heard a whoa, 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 as his blades cut into the ice. Very poetic by Jackson Potvin. Oh, a 1-on-2, but it's Cooper King, so that's promising. Triports. Try to Triport, one of them. We got number 93 Thompson is also a friend from Triport. So there we go. We got 2 Triport players, which if you don't know is the very north end of the island. Port Alice, Port McNeil, and and they form the 3 ports. About a 5-hour drive from there down to Duncan is my understanding. But you got committed hockey parents. Good on them. We got the kids down here. Count like Cooper King's got to be on a good team like this. So I mentioned it before when our winter team played him in the cheering. It was remarkable how he jumped off the ice. So good to have him with us here. Speaking of good to have with us, Oliver Scow causes a turnover. That's what he does. Look at him using that body to fight off the guy. It's about 6'3" over there. Puck did roll on him, but he got his butt out. Lesson in physics, if you got position and strength, like Oliver Scow did there, you can fight off a much bigger player. He did. Puck rolled on him, unfortunately. Nullified the attack, but here we go again. Nice, smart decision to dump that in on net. Allow for a change if we see 3 players coming off here. Second period, I believe I mentioned it earlier, that's the long change for the far side winger, in this case the left winger, depending which way you're going, right? So the far winger there has a hard change in the second period to get off on the fly, and right now that's Oliver Scow. You can hear the coach calling to him. Smart, good dump in, allows him to get off that long change. He's replaced by Gower out there. You kind of hope for a whistle to get a change when you're that winger, but he's able to do so on the fly there, called over by the coach when there's an opportune moment. He listened, got off. Communication, save made, rebound hits the post. You probably heard it from here. Oh boy. So yeah, after being outshot 17-4 in the first period, it does seem like this second period is more balanced. I say that as the Coho have extended offensive zone time, but definitely been some counterattacks here. That one forward before it can get to the net. All the divisions of 43 on this Coho team are anonymous, 43 and 86. 129 as well. He's not out there now. And 0. Pavin rims it around the boards. Bounces off the D there. Allows for a battle to get out. That's Gower, Shady Gower. Able to push it to the center ice line, but no further. I do hope the audio is working on this one. There's great communication here from the bench, from the players and the coach. Oh boy, shot to the net. Had that been a little to the right, there might have been a backdoor tap-in attempt. As it was on the goalie who made the save. You know, I wasn't aware we had 4 shots in the first period with 2 goals. They were obviously good goals. But when that's the case, I think you do want to test the goalie down there. So hopefully we can start throwing some rubber that way and forcing him to make saves. The aforementioned Cooper King backhands it to Jackson Pavin, playing defense again here today. He gets it, dumps it in the corner, saw a black jersey down there. It's the Coho coming back. Pretty free-flowing game here. It's sort of one attempt at each end, one attempt at the other. Since that extended zone play by the Coho. That was tipped on the way to the net. Roach originally had that lined up with his left pad. It was tipped on the way in, and he got his glove out and made a nice reactive save, reflexive save. That's as nice as one of the day there. Good to see that. 6 players out there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That works now. I hope these doesn't come off the half boards. We had 3 black jerseys pinned over there, and this is exactly what you don't want to happen. Roach out the challenge, makes the save. Coho with the puck, slides it across. It got under his pad, but bounced off the Coho player right out to the stick of Cooper King, who brings it down the other way. Well defended down there. Speaking of using your body well, that's what their defense did, but Cooper gets the puck back. King finds some space. He's got his head up. He's looking to pass. You see what I see? There was nothing there, so he didn't force it. Now he finds a D, gets it over. He's surveying his opportunities, gets it back to Cooper on the half boards. He's attracted in 3 players. Let's see if they can get that puck out to a black jersey. They can't, so it's the Coho coming back the other way now. Very promising foray by King there. Boy, the Coho are picking up some good, dangerous chances here, aren't they? That one skipped on the puck carrier, but as it came to him. But rushing in like that unchecked right from the top slot is a very dangerous play. Nice check down there by the Serpent, but he stopped to look at the referee, which is always going to draw the attention of said referee. But no penalty, so play continues. It's not a delayed penalty. Nice. I was watching Roach. He was on the post. The pass came out. He was there before the puck, able to make the save. No rebound. Let's get some fresh bodies on there. These guys were defending, probably tired. The issue with the tech is that it's an app I've never used, and we did a couple of dry runs on the island, thought I had it. Clearly I don't. Oh my. Yeah. If you make a save on an initial tip like that, because you have to recover, you're not in position for the second chance attempt. And if the puck bounces out to a Coho player unchecked like that, it's just an easy bang-in. And with 2:17 to go in the second, it's 4-2 for the Coho. Lots of time left here still. Let's see if the Serpents can emulate their 2014 counterparts and have a dramatic finish to the game. You know, it's just, if you watched this feed early this morning, you heard me talk extensively about how well these Serpents were picking up the second chance opportunities, the free skaters around the slot, around the blue paint. I thought they were doing a remarkably good job of it. I don't think they're doing a horrible job of it by any means here, but like you can see here, the puck is finding Coho players 1, 2, 3 in dangerous spots. They've struggled to capitalize on those opportunities more than the 4 times that they have scored, but it's just not something we saw this morning. Those pucks were going to Serpents players who were clearing them out. And the Coho are winning those battles here tonight. 8 p.m. local start here. This game goes to 9:15, and then the younger kids actually take the ice right at 9:15, not on the same rink. But I don't know why the younger kids have the later start, but they do. And then these guys are back at it tomorrow morning. Game 3 of the round robin will be 8:45 a.m. And I'll circle back on this at the end of the game. Local time here. Oh boy. And then their 4th game will be at 6 p.m. Okay, approaching the final minute of play here in a second, as you can see, I'm sure. Let's see if we can have a finish like we did in the first period. Came out of that 2-2 after trailing the entirety of that period until that point. 2-1 answer here from the Coho in the second, making it 4-2. Nice anticipation on that play to intercept it, and not only that, I think tried to pass it one motion to Brooks. Bounced off his backhand though, and didn't get quite to him. Allowed the Coho to come back down. Wow. Nice zone entry. Popping up on the play, jumping in. Wanting to score at the end of the period. Good decision. Didn't go though. Oh boy. That's it, Elliot. Cover that up. Oh boy, that's a timely save. That's a timely save. He saw the pass across the ice. The players were far enough out that he was able to adjust, get over, take the angle, make the save, eventually cover the rebound, but a 5-2 deficit there with 3 seconds to go in the second. Might have stolen any potential momentum going into the third. So happy to see that save there.
3 seconds. Carter trying to tie this draw.
Some good coaching going on here. I like this perspective. It's not possible for the Serpents to score in this time. It is possible for the Coho. So the coach said, tie up the draw, let the time tick off. All right, so 4-2 Coho after 2. I do want to thank, again, Steve Demianchuk for setting it up here. Oh, you can see down there. That was Jackson Popman's dad. Not to tell on you, but that's funny, buddy. He was gonna go out for a smoke, and you heard the alarm go off. Close the door right away, and he's kind of laughing at himself. Who knew those doors that say "Don't open this door" actually mean "Don't open this door"? Yeah, thanks to Steve Demianchuk. Printed all this out for me. Can you believe that? So actually, when I couldn't get it going, Steve, I ran back to this and reviewed it and followed it step by step, and that's how I got back on here. Deborah Roach was the one that let me know the feed wasn't going after 7 minutes, which means even though she's here watching live, she went on live to confirm that it was going. And of course, Jono. Oh. Well, thank you, Canuck Solutions. That's really nice. And thank you to my producer, in Ottawa for telling me that this is not up to date, is adding nothing. So let's see if I can get rid of it. Normally the shots are on there, which is why we struggle to get this on. But boom, there we go. Okay. I haven't got my text from Jono, or if I did, I missed it. I don't know where he is in the arena. All right, let's go, Serpents. Let's go. You can do it. You came back from 2-1. Let's do it again. See the game situation there. D checking in with the goalie. Did you send it after the second? Can you send it again? I didn't see it. Can you? I have to see it live. 31-6. Thank you. Okay. Did we only have 2 shots in that period? Oh my gosh. Come to think of it, I think we did. Remember I said let's get some rubber at that guy? So shots after 2 are 31-6 for the Coho. Now 31-7. Thank you as well to Jono, if I didn't mention that, for doing those shot counts. Oh my gosh. Nice pass there. Colin Montgomery with a nice spin and turn and rifle pass. Gains the line, onside, not by much. Good job by his teammates to stay outside the blue paint. Play continues. Good use of the body down there with these black jerseys. I cannot make out the numbers. I'm told it's it's the same for the parents up top, but you know what? You play for the team you're on, not for individual glory, and hopefully, like I said this morning, you can recognize your own players. Unlucky bounce there, comes off on the rim around to the Coho, who step forward, take a shot, goes wide left. I dare say I think that's one of those plays I was talking about earlier where, oh, never mind, all our scouts coming in, stolen last minute. He's got wheels. I thought he was gone. Blew a tire on that one, but oh, we almost got another breakaway there. That time it was Perry. Is that Shady Gower out there? I just can't tell. Might be him, might be Noah Altmix. His mom is mom of the day for watching the game earlier today. Oh boy. Nice shot of that dangerous opportunity. Not sure why that whistle was so late. What do you expect to happen when that's the case? Get off the goalie with your blade. If you let the whistle sit like that when that's going on, the other team's gonna poke at it, our team's gonna retaliate, and that's what you're gonna get. But no goal on the play. Nice goaltending, nice team support. There's a bonus shot. I'll mix for Mamu. Carved out space to watch the game today. Gave me a smile. I'm sure some other people too. I know some other people found a way to watch this game even though it's not a BC or federal holiday today. Wink, wink. We're rewarded with a good game this morning, but it was a loss by this score ultimately, 4-2. And it puts us in a real tough place here, the Serpents. If we can't win this game, we know 2-2 would probably do it. But right now we're 0-1. Shot deftly redirected to the far corner by Roach. That rebound a little harder to fight off, so we threw it to open space. It made its way back to the left D. We dumped it down on the half boards. Battle there. Good support by the Serpents. Puck across the slot, over to the corner. Smartly backhanded there. stolen by the Coho. Another wraparound attempt. I think they have more wraparound attempts this game than we have shots. Well sealed by Roach and no second chance made available by the defense down there, who got between the goalie and the player and fought them back. So some big players out here. 13-3 and 91. 91's not divisible by 48, but he is one of the anonymous players. They're often the stronger players because they're the ones that are brought in these Vancouver tournaments. There's lots of available talents. Living 20 minutes down the road, so to speak. Nice shot there by Thomas. The other pride of Triport Thomas over there. Well defended there by Potvin. Made number 3 settle for a suboptimal shot. Shot went wide. With the defense, the assist on that neutralization. Reminder of how cold it is. I came in with a charged phone and I already got the low battery warning, so the imperfect camera work here is due to that. I guess you don't need a play-by-play of what I'm doing, but that's what all this shaking is. Here we go. Plugged in. Looks to be charging. All right. I don't know how to get the comments off the screen on Prism. Hopefully it's not on the live stream. Live stream screen. Collision behind the play. Both players up and heading to the bench. We'll follow the play here. Nice look back by 13. He saw 17 coming down the slot. He's done it this whole time. Well defended down there by the Serpents player to take that away. You can see that was cooking before it could come out of the oven. It was cooled off. But then ultimately, from the right of the net, into the slot, back over the other side, shot in. We're just seeing some clear white jerseys not being tied up in front of the net, and puck's not cleared. Thank you for that comment. Boy, it's nice to have all these producers back on the island. Chuck Sr. lets me know, so okay, good. The comments aren't on your screen, but that means I get to look at this person who said awesome commentary the whole time I'm talking, and it's lifted my spirits. Yes, thank you for that. All right, because this outcome's not going the way I like here. With 7:18 to go, it's 5-2 for the Coho. We just, except for a little stretch there in the second, we haven't been the same team we've been this morning, or I'd say every game to this point. I just want to be honest and sincere. It's just, I'd say of all the games that this team's played this year, this 2013 team, I'd say this is the least impressive. And that's not results based. You know, we lost this morning. We lost that exhibition game. I thought we played fantastically. And I think if we play like we played this morning against this team here, it'd be a result that I more wanted. That said, there's still 6:34 to go in this game. That is time to get 3 goals. Nice little piece of goaltending there. That was aesthetically pleasing. Walker to the side by Roach. Wait till he grows into his body. Nice save. Oh no. Okay, so again, a second, third chance opportunity there. Banged in. You know what? The backup battery is drained because of the cold too, so I will apologize if this game suddenly ends. It's 6-2 right now with 6:02 to go. I don't think the result is in question. But if I do disappear, that's where I've gone, and I apologize. Nice glove save there by Rose. Nice shot. Aim for the far post. But it would take a Serpents miracle here to pull this off. Focus on maybe grabbing one and building from there. Oh, nice save on that one by Roach. That was his right pad. The wraparound came out to a loose player on the hour left of the blue paint who banged it in, and Roach got his pad over to keep that out. Great pad save there to the corner. Shot from inside the right circle. Turned aside by Roach, and then puck comes out on the clear, and it was offside, so that allowed clear breakout, but it was just given away back in the neutral zone. Coho come in, take another shot. So 4:44 to go here in the third. At this point, it looks like they're going to have to sweep their 2 games tomorrow. Well, let's see if Cooper can make this interesting. Of course he does. What a talent. What a talent. Another goal for Cooper King on that breakaway. Looks like it's 9 unassisted. I don't know if there's an assist uncredited or not in these tournaments. That often happens. I'll point out here why not, that Jackson Potley had 2 points not credited in his good performance this morning, but he won player of the game, so you can't complain too much. And it's just a tournament. Nobody's looking at these stats other than the players. Of course, you want the players to get what they have coming, but especially the assists. They're picked up by the referee live, and he or she has enough to worry about during the game. And often, especially assists, are not credited, and sometimes even goals. What's funny is the goal was taken from the biggest player on the team and given to the smallest. So how that happened, I don't know. Doesn't pass the eye test, but you know, I meant the other CS, this CS, but I also appreciate that. Thank you guys. Whoa, Jackson with a big hit. Roach out to challenge, forces a high shot, goes over the net. Love it. Good goaltending there. Not even a shot on goal, and great D by Jackson. Bob's shot was going wide, but got hit in the slot, settled there. Picked up by a Serpents player. And sent down, you know, goal a minute. Who knows, if we grab one here, they're going to start clutching the stick. Boy, they got some big players over here. They just picked the biggest players in Vancouver and put them all on the Coho. I guess Coquitlam, right? Technically, it's a different city. It's right in Vancouver, though, so I'm not sure how. Well, you know what? You're not your best every time you step on the ice. It's a very challenging game. You see a big hit there. Those add up. I'm not questioning the effort of any of these kids at all. I think they're lower energy, and the results are not quite. The execution is not quite what I got used to with this team. It's not even a criticism. It's just, I want to be honest with you guys. After the games, I always think, you know what? Like, I really want to communicate as much of what's going on here as I can. As I mentioned, actually, it might have been on the part, not streaming. Elliot went home for a nap, so I mean, nothing to report beyond that. So I don't know, you know, what the other people did, but there is a team dinner tonight, but that's for the 20. No, that's tomorrow. Never mind, and that's another team. Oh boy. Boy, a lot of that today, a lot of that tonight, and none of that this morning. So we know it's there. We've seen it. We've seen it done exceptionally well in the 2 games preceding this. This one's not quite dead yet. We still might get the defibrillator. And to comment on, like in a regular season game or game 7, for example, you would probably pull the goalie now. But goals for and against do matter in this tournament. It's a somewhat complicated formula where they take the percentage of the goals scored in the game. So in this game, there's been 9 goals scored, and we've scored 33% of them. If there's 3 goals scored and you lose 2-1, that's also, if you have the 1, that's also 33%, even though you lost by 1 and not 3. So the percentage of total goals scored that your team scored, that's the tiebreaker. I don't know why. A lot of tournaments are shifting to that. That's it, Elliot. Finish strong, buddy. Yes! Woo! You want to play good to the end. Carry that forward to the next game. I doubt a kid that had dental surgery one day could play goalie the next. God forbid the puck hits his helmet. So we're going to need Roach to be strong going forward. That's something to carry forward with him and get his best tomorrow. I don't know if that's his first goal or a power play or a hat trick goal. I haven't been paying attention, but you heard him screaming, I did it to his bench. Perhaps explains the over celebration of a 7-3 goal with 1:03 to go. And nothing to add other than the color commentary of that the mic probably picked up behind me because it's pretty clear, but it's okay at this point. But this team, I think, has built itself to this point. You know, what I was saying after that game this morning, to suspend that thought, no, pass doesn't connect, is what impresses me the most about this team is Perry takes the puck around, circles back, throws it towards the middle, puck picked up there, shot taken, either went just wide or I think I actually heard the clunk of it going off the shaft of the goalie's stick. This team fights for each other and plays for each other. That's what I was saying to my son on the drive home. What I'm most impressed with this Serpents 2013 Serpents team is just how much they play for the team and not for themselves. And that's been the case this game. I haven't seen one kid play for himself. But the support just hasn't been as strong as earlier. Oh boy. Oh boy. He got jumped. I'm pretty sure Perry did the jumping. But, oh. What was the call?
Both roughing.
Both roughing? That's it? Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. There, you got the inside scoop on the call there. I was wondering if it was, I heard roughing in the game, which would mean a suspension in the next one. So that's not the case. So they're just going to cool off here last 8 seconds. Football score up there, 7-3. Not the prettiest result from the Serpents, but I've seen so much from this team that I'm not worried about it. Might have been a goal there at the end of the game. I'm not sure. No indication was made. So it's either 7-3 or 8-3. Let's get these kids home. Have a shower. Have some good food. Have a sleep. Come back tomorrow ready to play. If you're writing this down, get your pens out. I'm going to give you the game times here tomorrow. The first one, get back here and battle back tomorrow morning. We're going to have to win both of those, I think. First game's against Portland. Portland Buckaroos. I don't know what the Buckaroos have to do with the city of Portland or the state of Oregon. I have a feeling that there's a cultural reference I might be missing there. But yeah, Portland Buckaroos at 8:45 a.m. local time here tomorrow. That would be 11:45 in Ontario. It would be 12:45 afternoon.
51-10.
Was it really, eh? And it felt like it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, facts are facts. So the shots on goal this game were 51-10 for Coquitlam. And then the second game they play tomorrow is 6 p.m. against the BC Selects. 8:45 a.m. local time, 6 p.m. local time. I could have called that one from here, Cooper King. Another guy like Jackson this morning, I think, could get it every game, any game. You could get a good shot here of what the Player of the Game award is. Boy, I bet their parents don't like seeing them slam $300 worth of stick on the ice like that. It's a green bucket hat. Come back strong tomorrow, boys. Come back strong tomorrow. So, I don't know that there's anything else to say about this. Congratulations. Other than we're 0-2 after day of play. With 2 more to go in the round robin tomorrow. We're guaranteed an additional 3 games, 2 tomorrow. Look at this guy's last name, number 35. It's Win Stanley. Of course he plays hockey. Oh my God. Apologies for the tech issues. And I will do my best tomorrow not to have that repeated. We'll see everyone then. 2014 fans, buckle up. They're about to go. And let's go Serpents. Thank you, both CSs, for your nice comments. It does mean a lot. And everybody actually throughout the day. It was pretty overwhelming to get that many messages of gratitude. So it makes me glad to do it. I enjoy it. I love these kids. It's a fun time here. Come back tomorrow. Maybe get some wins, but no matter what, this is a privileged position being out here playing hockey. And let's enjoy it. Okay. Bye for now. Good night, 13 fans. 2013 fans.